Hi guys, my name is Tyler Drey, and I'm an upcoming artist from Los Angeles, California. What first got me into music, honestly, was Sugar Ray, which is really funny. It was actually one of the first bands I ever heard when I was a young kid. Then I started listening to classical, and then I started listening to rock, and then eventually I started listening to hip hop, and here we are. I have a lot of inspiration, to be honest with you. I want to say, at first, my family is the first people that actually inspired me to make music. My father, he is a upcoming recording artist named Young Superstars. And I would just say the circle, like my circle of friends and the musicians that I listen to are what actually inspire me. My friend Emily Pageant, who's also my dad's girl, she inspires me too. My family is the foreground of what inspires me as an artist. Well, I would describe my music as more electronical hip hop. I would say that it has a lot to do with like rock as well. So I have a lot of different genres incorporated in my music, but overall it's still considered to be hip hop. Well, my creative process takes time. I'm very picky about my music. I'm very picky about my lyrics. I'm pretty much very picky about everything. So when I'm writing a song or I'm creating a track, I usually give it about 3 to 5 months in the process of making a song because I want to make sure I master emotion. I want to make sure. I also want to make sure I master, basically everything. It's a process. It takes time to make a great song, you know what I mean? Shout out to Juice WRLD, he just passed away. Juice WRLD is one of the artists that I would, say that I would definitely wish I could collaborate with. And there's a bunch of artists out there, that I would love to collaborate with, as well. But honestly, like, I want to collaborate with my, family of artists. I'm around a lot of artists. Shout out to Six, shout out to Garfy, shout out to Young Syrup, shout out to Top Gun, shout out to Emily Pageant. I mean, I have plenty of artists around me, so I will say my collaboration list is already pretty full. Well, if I could open a show for any artist, to be honest with you, I've met Drake's father before, and he said a lot of good things about his son, and Drake is a big influence in my life. I would love to open up for Drake, and that would be a good start. But there are a lot of great artists out there, don't get me wrong, I would probably work with a bunch of other artists. Well, the one thing I would give to my fans is, don't listen to anybody, believe in your dreams, and just keep pushing and believing in yourself because the first step it takes to achieving your goals and achieving your dreams is to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your craft, you have to believe in your life, and you have to believe in yourself and what you're trying to create in this world. The most useless talent that I have is that I can talk like an Indian man. Like, that's my most useless talent is
He does the
voice.
best impersonations of people.
Yeah, voice impressions are my best thing. Honestly, I don't really sing in the shower. To be real with you, to me, showering is a peaceful process. But, music is peaceful too, so I would say sometimes I'll probably be singing Sade, to be real with you. Honestly, if I wasn't an artist and that wasn't the destiny that I decided to take, I would probably be, trying to be an astronaut right now, or I would be trying to be an Air Force pilot because, aviation has always been something that I've always been really interested in. I haven't really got to that point where I have been doing shows yet like that. Right now I've been working on my music and I've been working on building my brand and my tracks as I'm going along. But soon I'm going to be doing a lot of shows around LA. My first show that I ever did in LA was at the Roxy. So, soon there'll be a lot of shows coming out. Absolutely, the internet is the main reason why so many people out there can get our art, can get our craft, can hear us and hear our expression and really understand us. Without the internet, we'd be really small. We wouldn't be able to really build ourselves as brands. The internet is the main reason we can be entrepreneurs today. So, shout out to the internet. My favorite song to perform, I would say, is my song called Tokyo. It's different, you know, it's a little goofy, but it's also fun and it's not too serious as my other tracks are. The famous musicians that I admire the most, I would say, are Jimi Hendrix, David Bowie, Kurt Cobain, let's see, Little Uzi Vert, and I would say out of all those artists, the one artist that I really see as influential for my career is Jimi Hendrix, because his guitar playing was just on another level, you know. The most trouble I ever got into, honestly, I've never really been much of a troublemaker, or I just never really been caught, to be honest with you. I will say that it was some trouble, but let's just say that I didn't get in trouble. So when I was a kid, when I was about like 18 years old, me and my two friends, my friend Chris and my friend Jordan, and we were in the car together. Actually, sorry, Danny was also there. Don't want to forget about him. We were sitting around in the hills, in Woodland Hills, because we all lived in the hills our whole lives. And we were just sitting in the car. We had a bunch of weed, you know, in the car, and we were just smoking. And it was just personal, you know, but we were smoking and stuff. A narcotic car comes up and sees us smoking, and the next thing you know, we escaped the area before they could back up and find out what we had. And luckily that day we were blessed to get away, because honestly there could have been some jail time. Yeah, so luckily for me, I don't have any charges, and I'm grateful and blessed to stay out of trouble. I would say the best advice I've ever been given in my life is to invest your money, because the way to have money is you want to not spend your money, you want to invest it. And if you're gonna spend your money, make sure you spend it in investing, such as like stocks, you know, little things out there. Maybe even some real estate. But I would say learning how to manage money has been one of the best things for me that I've ever learned. If I could change anything about the industry, honestly, I would say people need to start being more original and more creative. People need to, it's good to have influences and stuff, but I also believe it's also good to stay true to who you are, and not so be like a complete image, but just be yourself and be the image as well. But that's what's gonna make you the true image, is to be yourself. What's next is more music, more shows. 2020 is gonna be a promising year for a lot of people, including myself. So I would say the next thing that's gonna happen is more songs on SoundCloud. I'm on Instagram. You can find me as Drey, and my SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/IamTylerDrey. You can find me there. I have music up there. Soon I'll be on Spotify. I'll be on every major music platform, so don't even worry about it. You'll be able to hear my music everywhere soon. All right, well, thank you guys. Thank you for the interview.